I can't believe this. We're here again and you just don't give up, do you guys? What do you want? What the hell do you want from me now?
All we're asking is to come back one time. That's all we ask, dude. That's all.
I'm sorry. I told you before, I don't need you guys in my videos anymore. You guys did your thing back then, but I don't need spinny watermarks in my videos anymore.
You know you still need us, man. So man up and just admit it. Just admit that you still need us.
Red, you better watch it because you're really on thin ice here with that big mouth and that attitude of yours.
We're sick of it. We're sick of not getting any credit for doing our job here in the videos, spinning around while you just sit there.
We'll be sick of it because that's not going to get you to come back. And even if you did come back, I don't know. I mean, you wouldn't be able to come back like either way.
Please, dude, just one video. That's all we're asking. Just please, dude, please.
Blue, you're fine. But you are kind of getting on my nerves here by begging like a puppy dog, wanting to come back and stuff like that. That's just not possible to do. You can't beg like that. You can't beg like a puppy dog begging for a bone or so.
You're hurting his feelings, man. All he wants to do is be one video, you fucking asshole. You gotta be a big burger dickhead.
Watch it, Red. I told you before to watch it with that attitude of yours. And you know what? I would have considered you having you guys come back, but after that comment, you can go. Get the fuck out of my room now and don't come back. I mean it. Go now. Sorry about that, everybody. They're back and they will not stop bugging me and won't stop taking the hint. They'll never start taking the hint. I don't know why, but whatever. Hello everybody, Tony here, and welcome back to more TTBurger Remastered game reviews here. We are continuing my Tekken Remastered franchise review here, and we are on Part 7, this is episode 3 of my remastered reviews, Part 7 of 10. Getting closer to the end here, as we're going to take a look at the final Tekken game on the PlayStation 2. And before we get started here, I want to give my friends CCGamer88, JJBrother88, JJJamer89, and MMTheMan89 shoutouts in this killer. They're big fans of the Tekken franchise, and this shoutouts over you guys. I hope you enjoy your shoutouts, and I hope you guys are doing well. We have a lot to talk about here with the final Tekken game for the PlayStation 2 era, but those of you missed what happened in Part 6, here's a TTBurger recap to show you all what you missed, as I took a look at Death by Degrees starring Nina Williams, and I gave it a 7 out of 10 because while it was a decent average game, it did have some problems with the controls and everything like that, and it could have been better, but it's not as bad as what the critics say or anything. That's just basically what it is. But today we're going to be taking a look at the final Tekken game on the PlayStation 2. This was first released in December 2004 in the arcade, and then February 24th, 2005 for the PlayStation 2. And we got it right here. This is Tekken 5 for the PlayStation 2. And let's get started here. Now I will say that Tekken 5 is an excellent game in the franchise. It's somewhat better than Tekken 4, but both games are very good in my opinion. And as we get started here, you see we're playing the arcade game Starblade. And since people probably loved this game back when it came out in like the 90s like that, let's just sit here and play some Starblade instead. Nah, I'm kidding. I know you guys want to see the review and stuff like that, so let's just get back on track here. When Tekken 5 came out, this game was huge. A big roster of characters we have not seen in a long time, like Ganru, Wang Jinrei, Specto-san, Mokujin, and more, and Anna Williams is in this too. Since she was my favorite character in Tekken 3, it's great to see her again after she was absent from Tekken 4. Tekken 5 also has some new characters introduced, like Asuka Kazuma, which was a relative of Jin Kazama, and Fang Wei, a ruthless martial artist from China, and we have Raven, a mysterious clad ninja in black. Tekken 5 also has a number of new modes here, like Devil Within and Arcade History, which I will get to later. The story of Tekken 5 takes place immediately after Jin Kazama's ending in Tekken 4. Jin Kazama fled the Hanmaru Temple after he defeated Heihachi Mishima and Kazuya Mishima, knocking them both unconscious in the Hanmaru Temple and flying off into the night sky. Heihachi and Kazuya are awoken by the sound of helicopters by G Corporation, sending the pods of Jack 4s through the Hanmaru windows and breaking through the temple. They both battle the Jack 4s together. Then Kazuya turns on Heihachi and leaves him for dead and escapes Hanmaru. One of the Jacks holding Heihachi down has a detonator that he reveals causes an explosion throughout the Hanmaru, killing Heihachi in the process. The only witness to this event is a mysterious clad ninja in black named Raven. When the world learns of Heihachi's death, everyone foresees the end of the Mishima Zaibatsu and peace to the world. However, unknown to everyone, Jinpachi Mishima, Heihachi's father, is the new head of the Mishima Zaibatsu and was confined under the Hanmaru by Heihachi after a coup 40 years ago. He broke out after he was possessed by a vengeful spirit, granting him power. 2 months later, an announcement is made of the King of Iron Fist Tournament 5. Jin Kazama is plagued by nightmares due to the Devil Gene and enters the tournament to end the Devil Gene inside him once and for all. It's a really good story, best story so far in the Tekken franchise, much deeper with new characters and more epic, and epic is the word here. Epic is the key word. For the presentation, the game's graphics have deeply improved over Tekken 4. We have crisp graphics to me at the time looked realistic, especially in the ending scenes. At the time, the graphics were so good, they looked like live-action realistic people for the most part. Although, once again, there's not much voice acting in the ending scenes, but that's just me though. The in-game graphics look great too, with details to the character models with facial expressions too. They have new costumes, and some costumes that they have are the costumes they had in earlier Tekken games like Tekken 3 with Horong and stuff like that. And some people who didn't like the new designs for the characters in Tekken 4, well, here's your answer. They fixed them up for you guys, those of you who didn't like them. And they look very detailed, the costumes, with a lot of care and effort into them. The backgrounds also look great too. You see weather effects, fire effects, and more. And the frame rate is very smooth once again. Sound for the most part is awesome. The voice acting is the best part. It has improved a lot since Tekken 4. Almost all the characters speak in their native languages like English, Chinese, Korea, Japanese, and more. Hell, even the animal characters talk too, with animal grunts like going and with their grunts and growls and more. The music this time is not that good for the most part. It's just some of the music can come off as generic at times for some reason, but that's just me. Overall, we have great sound, definitely. The gameplay, well, there's a lot to talk about here. A lot of goods for the most part, but there are some bads. You have tons of modes to choose from once again, like Story Battle, Arcade, Ghost Battle, Survival Team Battle, the Devil Within mode, and the Arcade History, and more. Tekken 5 has a total of 32 characters to choose from, making it the most characters in a canonical Tekken game. The controls are smooth, very smooth, making it easy to pull off controls. All the characters have new moves too, making them more playable and more fun in the long run. It was great to see these improvements here for sure. You can also play as Jin Kazama in his devil form for the first time, and he's the sub-boss too. And during the story battle, you have interlude cutscenes where you have certain characters interacting with each other, talking before the match starts, adding more personality to the characters and more character details to them. The opponent AI and the difficulty has gone up, where the game can get tough at times, a little too tough, with enemies spamming attacks over and over, especially the final boss, Jinpachi Mishima. He is cheap and overpowered. Way overpowered sometimes. I mean, sure, there's ways to get around beating him, but when he shoots this fireball at you, there's barely any time to avoid it if you sidestep, but if he does, he'll just fire another one, and it's very hard to get rid of them. And yeah. Aside from all these modes, you have the new modes, Tekken Devil Within, and Arcade History, which we'll talk about. Devil Within is a beat-em-up mode like Tekken Force mode in Tekken 4. You play as Jin Kazama battling your way through the stages, fighting enemies and more. This mode tells of what Jin was doing prior to the events of Tekken 5. In my opinion though, Devil Within was disappointing because you only play as Jin, there's no cutscenes in this mode, just text, and it gets repetitive, fighting the Tekken Force over and over and stuff like that and other enemies, and Tekken Force mode was much better in my opinion. The Arcade History is a collection of the first 3 arcade versions of the first 3 Tekken games. This is a great feature to those who have never experienced the first 3 Tekken games. Now you can in its arcade glory. And a very nice feature is that you can unlock the arcade version of Starblade as well and stuff too. The thing is though, I already own these games on the PlayStation, so I have no reason to play these that much, especially with the original arcade version of Tekken. The arcade version of the original Tekken is not very good, the music is sped up, the pitch is different, and you cannot play the unlockable characters and stuff, and it's just, the arcade version is not very good. And there's no arcade version of Tekken Tag Tournament. It would have been nice if they had the arcade version of Tekken Tag Tournament, but what can you do? But still a great idea to have these. It's a great game overall, but now I gotta talk about the bads. Like I mentioned, the music and the difficulty in the Devil Within mode, and like the arcade history, like the arcade version of Tekken not being great, and no arcade version of Tekken Tag Tournament. And there's not much dialogue in the ending scenes. Hell, some of them may have less dialogue than they did in their ending scenes in Tekken 4, like Julia Chang and stuff like that, or Christy Montieros and stuff, and Anna Nina too. Well, Nina, because Anna wasn't in Tekken 4. But still, one of the best games in the franchise, comes very, very close to Tekken 3. It comes close to being as perfect, but some of the bads do kind of fit for being a perfect game. So final thoughts here, if you loved Tekken 4 and want some more Tekken with improvements, Tekken 5 is the way to go, definitely. Final thoughts here, pick the game up, it's definitely really worth it. Due to the small complaints I have with the game, once again be giving it a 9.5 out of 10. I know I've been giving a lot of the Tekken games a 9.5 out of 10, but that's the best score to give them because they're all really good is what I'm trying to say there. So 9.5 is the best score to give it. And that's it for this part of my Tekken Remastered Series review. Part 8, we're diving into the PlayStation 3 era as we take a look at Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection, or just called Tekken Dark Resurrection, which was first on the PSP, but then they released it on the PlayStation 3 with updated graphics and more. So, how does this game fare from the original Tekken 5? Find out next, which all I gotta say, if you like what you see or subscribe, like the video, comment down below, and join my Discord group, TTBurger Remastered. Always looking for more people to join, and link in the description below, and won't wait for 24 hours, which all I gotta say is, it's Tony, peace out, have a great day, see you all in my review of Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection for the PlayStation 3.